Now, I'm playing a game I imagine you've heard of called Would You Rather. Now, Would You Rather is, I mean, it's kind of in the name. Would you rather? Would you rather be awesome or would you rather be cool? Questions like that. Questions that really make you think. Like this one right here. Let's see. Would you rather always tell the truth or always lie? Sometimes, like, you do have to lie. But most of the time, I would say you're saying, like, 90% of the time, you're not lying. 99% of the time, you're not lying. Only every now and then you lie because you're a bad person. So I would say always tell the truth. Because if I had to always lie, that wouldn't be that great. For some people, that might not be much of a difference. But for most, I'd say it's not. Yeah, 80%. Only eat, only drink, only eat. Because obviously, only drinking, I mean, regardless, you're probably gonna die. I mean, I already voted for it. But if you think about it, I mean, both situations are bad and dumb. But could you get, like, what do you need? Like, could you get water from eatings if like, you had to eat a balloon, a balloon filled with water? Does that count? I mean, let's be honest here. But, the last question, you can only say the truth. Well, who hasn't eaten a water balloon before? Be immortal, die right now. I mean, eventually, if you're immortal, you're gonna want to die. But you just can't die. Like, let's say you're alive for 3 billion years. At some point, you're gonna really want to die. Probably go for the die right now option. Really? Huh. Because my thought process was that eventually you are gonna want to die. Like 3 billion years in the future, there comes a point where it's just, now is the time. Let's see here. Only able to teleport to places you've already been. You've never been before. Well, it's gonna be this one, obviously. If you go only be able to teleport places you've never been before, you might teleport somewhere like Alaska. And trust me, you don't want to go to Alaska. Hey, that makes sense. I'm not surprised. It seems like a safer option. Kiss Voldemort, kiss Hitler. It feels like there's an agenda behind this. One has a mustache. One doesn't have nostrils. Mustache? No nostrils. Mustache? No nostrils. Eh, pretty close. Live without your phone, live without your computer, iPod. And clean clothes. Live without your phone because, like, I still gotta have a computer. So it's kind of obvious. If you're up with a father, grow up without a mother. I'm not gonna say anything. It feels like there's an agenda behind this. I'm not gonna comment on it. But we're probably all thinking the same thing right now. Sorry, Dad. Get slapped 20 times? Get electrocuted for 10 seconds. Slapped 20 times. Because electrocuted for 10 seconds, what wattage, right? You might straight up die for 10 seconds if you're connected to a nuclear power plant. But if you're slapped 20 times by a child or something, or a baby, honestly, it might not feel that bad. Next question. Have the voice of the opposite sex? Have the muscle / body build of the opposite sex? Well, yeah, I already have one of these. So I'd probably go for the muscle and body build because I'd rather sound like a man than look like a man. You know, I kind of regret pressing this option. After saying it out loud, I think I might have made a mistake. Swim and pull a poop. Get your head stuck in the elephant's rear. Swim and pull a poop. This sounds like a good time. Have a section of your ear bitten off. Lose your 2 front teeth. Ear bitten off because it feels like, you know, it'll be a kind of a cool backstory. And you can't see my ears, so maybe I already have them bitten off. Maybe I bit off my own ears. But losing your 2 front teeth is going to be, you know, you're going to end up looking like a dwarf or something not cool. No, obvious. Talk only in an auto-tune voice. Talk in a stereotypical grandma voice.
Sorry.
Talk only in an auto-tune voice. Honestly, that sounds kind of fun. I wouldn't be against it. Talking like I am Clarice or something, that's just not gonna cut it. Be a famous athlete in the Olympics, known around the world. Be a famous actor, known only in America. Be a famous actor, known only in America. Because you probably still be paid like 8 times more than the athlete. Even though the athlete, you know, did a lot more, probably. Not probably, I know, did a lot more than the American actor. It's just how the cookie crumbles. Yeah, oh yeah, I'm not surprised. Be topless all the time, be pantless all the time, be topless all the time. That's my... One is seen socially acceptable in quite a few places, which is this right here. The other one is pure alpha chat energy. Like, imagine walking up everywhere without any pants. Like, how much of a power move would that be? Like, the power dynamics, the entire room would just be, you know, unbalanced. It would be insane. The amount of power you'd probably have would form a black hole. Some people just don't want a whole lot of power. Because honestly, it's kind of a no-brainer. Be a cat, be a dog. I mean, both would be, like, kind of not great. But also not bad, depending on who your owner is. Let's assume that you're having, like, a good owner. Like, the owner actually, you know, cares about you. I would probably go for... being a dog. Because then I could, like, smell other people's butts without being arrested. Would you rather have 2 sets of twins or quadruplets? What type of question is this? You mean all at once or like... Oh, okay. I mean, both options sound like purgatory. I go for the 2 sets of twins because it feels like it would be a lot less overwhelming than just 4 instantly, like just a pinata. Let's see. Punch a pilgrim? Eat an avocado. I mean, there are ups and downs to both of these. Huh. I mean, for me, let's see the comments here. No one cares if I eat avocado. If I punch a pilgrim, that's a great story to tell. Years ago. Dress only in styles famous 15 years ago. So in other words, when this was made. Just only the way you did when you were 15. Well, it feels like I got this one down so far already. So I'm just going to press that. Being able to survive without eating something every hour. Being able to taste anything for the rest of your life. I already have this issue to a certain extent with COVID. I got COVID and I lost my taste. I still don't really have it back. It's been multiple months now. So it's bad at first, but then you get kind of used to it. So I'd go for this because it feels like I'm not going to die. You won't die if you don't taste anything. It'll be pretty bad. But it could be a lot worse. Wow. Okay. Let's see what they have to say. So I think that'll be awesome because you could just eat as healthy as you wanted. That's true. Constantly have wrinkled clothes, but never have toothpaste. Oh. On this again. Whenever I'm asked this question, whether or not I want to constantly have wrinkled clothes or never have toothpaste, I always, freeze up. It's a real problem. I'm gonna have to go for the constantly have wrinkled clothes, though. Not having toothpaste sounds disgusting. Sounds like you're sick. Only speak in words that begin with H. Not be able to say any words that have the letter E in them. I'd probably go for this one right here. Because I know there's a book that exists. So let me bring it up quickly. There's a book here that's called Gatsby. And it doesn't have the letter E in it. So I'd probably just read this and oh, nothing's popping up. I need to scroll down. I'd probably read this and just kind of treat it as some sort of scripture or something. Just I have it with me all the time. Only speak in words that begin with H. Nope, I'm gonna go for this one. Really, huh? Well, how many words really begin with an H? Quite a few, but I mean, your vocabulary is just gonna go. Same with E, but it feels like not this erratic, same extent. I know E is the most common letter in the alphabet, but still, only with H? That's insane. That's heavy. Be Batman, be Superman, be Batman. Because Superman he wears whitey tighties. And that's weird. Have a first edition holographic Charizard. Get $20. Get $20. Pokemon is for losers. Teach history, teach math, teach math. Oh, math. I thought it said meth. Have to eat tree bark for one meal a day? Have to pour cold milk over everything you eat. Tree bark for one meal a day. It feels like that'd be pretty bad. But it won't actually ruin your life. The only thing you could have really would be cereal. That's a lie. But cereal's the only thing that's coming to mind when it comes to pouring cold milk on something. And I really like my Captain Crunch cereals. But eating that for the rest of my life is a little bit of a no-go. Would you rather have a house made of sprawling underground rooms and tunnels? Have a small flying house. Have a small flying house. Because having a house with underground rooms and tunnels, that'll be kind of cool. It'd also be probably a bad thing. Because A, you could very well get lost. And B, squatters could move in, you'd never know. And C, I'm not sure I'm doing this. But C, why would you not want to have a flying house? You can go anywhere. That's kind of gangster. Play with dog for 3 minutes. Would you rather play with dog, do Play-Doh? As if I don't already do that. Sit in someone else's warm urine. Again, as if I already don't do that. Play with dog, do. Like Play-Doh. That's just all a good time. It's a little squishy behind your fingers. Between your fingers. I wouldn't mind that, honestly. Share your friends and your family your entire internet history. Live near an active volcano. Living near an active volcano would be kind of gangster. But showing my family and friends, my history would also be kind of gangster. Be a rock star, be a movie star. Be a movie star, because I'd probably be paid a lot more. Not like rock stars are paid, really well, if you're successful. But it feels like movie stars, you have a bit more opportunity, maybe. I say that, I'm lying when I say that. Hold up, let me see. Paul McCartney, $700 million. Is he really a rock star, though? That seems kind of far-fetched, but let's say he is, for the sake of argument. $700 million, okay? Most well-paid actor. Highest paid. I want to see, like, their total net worth. Like, George Clooney net worth. 500 million. So, maybe rock stars do get paid more than, actors. I'm not sure. Maybe. Regardless, I'd rather be a movie star. Straight up, career-wise. Lose a preferred hand, lose preferred foot. Lose my preferred hand, because I could probably just become... I'm right-handed. Lose my right hand, I could probably just use my left hand, get used to that. Losing my foot means I can no longer walk. Be a horse jockey, be a NASCAR driver. Be a NASCAR driver. I probably... horse jockey's pretty dangerous. NASCAR driver's pretty dangerous, but at least a NASCAR driver, you're gonna go out in a flame of glory and stop being stepped on by a horse. That seems kind of stupid. Always dressed like royalty, always dressed like a pimp. I mean... obviously, there's only one answer to that question. Rather go out in a flame of glory again. Be a wizard, be a vampire, be a vampire.
Maybe you haven't been looking in the right place.
I mean, obviously being a wizard would probably be the better option, but being a vampire means I can just, like, commit felonies and get away with it. Just like in real life. Work recycling human poop for the rest of your life? Work with dangerous explosive chemicals the rest of your life. Chemicals, because honestly, that sounds kind of fun. You can learn how to make pipe bombs. Again, back to the felony thing. Have all the phobias known to mankind. Have to slowly skin your family and pets alive. Phobias known to mankind. That seems like a lot more fun. Both could be like pre-poggers, but it feels like... you know, time traveling would be cool, but you'd probably mess something up and break the fabric of space and time. So practically speaking, it'll be ability to teleport, even though time traveling would be so awesome and fun. I'd rather not accidentally break the space-time continuum. I'm sorry. 50-50, wow, okay. I mean, I understand why you want to time travel. It could be awesome, but I'd rather not, you know, play God. Or do I? Give up buttons and zippers, give up Velcro and knots. Give up Velcro and knots. What are you, 5 years old? Who on earth uses Velcro? Knots are pretty important. But Velcro? Yeah, no thanks. Don't catch... well... light-up sketchers are pretty cool, and it's not something, regardless of what the mainstream media likes to say. Light-up sketchers, you don't grow out of them. I mean, what do you think I'm wearing right now? Erase Canada off the map, erase New Jersey off the map, erase New Jersey off the map. Easy. Probably the new people from New Jersey are probably going to thank you for doing that. Eat a hot dog, eat a hamburg. Eat a hamburg. Prefer hamburgers than hot dogs. Hot dogs aren't bad, but you never know what's inside of them. At least hamburgers, you know that some child probably... the child isn't inside the hamburger, but... I'm not sure why I brought children into this. If you worked in close proximity to a coworker all day, would you rather they had terrible bad odor? They played your least favorite music on repeat constantly. Terrible bad odor, because you end up going, nose blind, and then you'd be fine. You'd probably join them in the bad odor thing. Having bad music being played constantly would actually drive you insane. Clean a room covered in blood, clean a room filled with poo. This just seems like, again, a good time. Why are people against poo? What do the comments say here? Bleach for blood, flamethrower, air refreshers, and a fire hose. Firefighter hose. Catch on fire. But the poop would only catch on fire! Exclamation mark. If you use water to extinguish the fire, the poop might float and move around. 8 years ago. Thank you, Skylar, for that beautiful, dissection you made.